How did the Hitler Youth replace Germany's scout groups? Imagine a time when young people gathered in open fields, sharing stories, camping, and learning about nature. That was the spirit of Germany's scout groups before the Nazis took control. But everything changed quickly. The Nazi government wanted to shape every part of young people's lives, especially their loyalty and beliefs. They saw independent scout groups as a threat to their control. So, they started a plan to replace them with their own organization, the Hitler Youth. In the early 1930s, the Nazi leaders made it clear they didn't want young people in scout groups anymore. They claimed these groups promoted ideas like international brotherhood and self-reliance, which didn't fit with Nazi beliefs. Starting in 1933, after Adolf Hitler became Chancellor of Germany, the Nazis began banning scout organizations. For example, in June 1933, the Großdeutschbund, a federation that included many scout groups, was outlawed. Then, in May 1934, the Reichschaft Deutscher Pfadfinder was also banned because the Nazis said it was a place for young opponents of their regime. At the same time, the Hitler Youth grew rapidly. It absorbed smaller nationalist youth groups and became the only legal youth organization in Germany. The Nazis integrated all youth groups that supported their ideas into the Hitler Youth. They even included youth groups from Austria after the Anschluss, the annexation of Austria into Germany. The Hitler Youth was divided into sections focused on sports, education, and propaganda, all designed to teach Nazi beliefs. By 1936, membership in the Hitler Youth for boys and the League of German Girls for girls was made mandatory for all children aged 10 to 17. This law meant that no other youth groups could operate legally anymore. The Hitler Youth combined physical activities like camping and sports with intense ideological training. They taught loyalty to Adolf Hitler, racial ideas, and the importance of serving the Nazi state. These lessons replaced the more open, internationalist values of the scout groups. In essence, the Nazis replaced Germany's scout groups by banning them, absorbing their members into a centralized organization, and reshaping youth activities to serve their goals. They wanted young people loyal only to Nazi ideals, ready to serve as soldiers or in other roles for the regime. This process was part of a larger plan to control every aspect of German society, especially the minds and loyalties of its youth.